If you're looking to get into hunting and want to build a rifle arsenal to hunt anything in North America, but you can't decide which caliber you should buy first, I've got the definitive answer. Well, it's certainly not the definitive answer, but if I had to start over, this is how I'd do it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you watched last week's video, we unboxed this Browning X-Bolt 2 Speed carbon fiber in 300 Win Mag, and I said we'd shoot it in the next video, which is this video, but the 100-yard range across the farm at my parents' house was blocked with obstructions. My dad did a select cut on some of his woods, and they piled up the logs right where I shoot at 100 yards. So I'm doing this video instead. This is one that I had in the queue to do in a few weeks. It's a question I get asked fairly often by friends, co-workers, or just random people that know I'm involved in the hunting industry. It is, which rifle caliber or cartridge should you buy for hunting deer, elk, coyote, or any other big game species? So it got me thinking, if I had to start my hunting rifle collection over, which rifle calibers would I start with, and how many different calibers do I need or want, really? Thinking about all the hunts I've been on the last couple decades and looking forward to some hunts I hope to go on in the near future, I believe I have a pretty good lineup of rifle cartridges that covers everything. I have, however, created two lists of cartridges. The first are the tried and true cartridges that have been around forever, and ammo is relatively cheap and readily available. The second list is a modern cartridge trio. There are more recently developed cartridges that have a higher BC. I'm sure a lot of you watching are familiar with ballistic coefficient, or BC for short. If you're not, it's basically a measurement of the bullet's ability to cut through the air. All things being equal, such as bullet weight and velocity, the higher BC bullet will shoot flatter, drift less in the wind, and have more downrange energy. The downside with these cartridges is that ammo can be a little harder to find and it's more expensive. I'll let you weigh the pros and cons with each list, but I believe with either list, you can comfortably hunt any game species in North America. At the end of this video, I'll give you guys my personal choice for a 3-cartridge lineup if I were to start my hunting rifle collection over today, which is a mix of the two lists. Let's get into it. Unless you have a large budget, the first rifle you purchase is the most important one. Good quality rifles aren't cheap, so this first edition needs to be a do-it-all caliber. God forbid, but what if we fall in hard times and we're not able to purchase another rifle anytime soon? The first rifle needs to be one powerful enough to take down elk or moose, but not something that's absurd to take on a coyote hunt. The first addition to the tried and true list is the 7mm Remington Magnum. I mean, it is overkill for coyotes, no doubt, but the 7 mag can handle any species in North America. It's also a very popular deer hunting cartridge. I know quite a few people who deer hunt with the 7 mag. There are factory loads with bullet weights from 120 grains up to 195 grains, so again, you can find ammo to hunt anything. The do-it-all rifle caliber that I'm choosing in the modern cartridge category will come as no surprise to any of you that are regulars here on the channel. It is the 6.8 Western. I started shooting the 6.8 Western when it was introduced in 2021, and I absolutely love it. It's really accurate, and most importantly, I've had success with it. So far, I've taken black bear at 340 yards, another black bear at 375 yards. That 6.8 Western just hammered him, and he rolled down the hill 375 yards, and a whitetail at 250 yards in a 20+ mile-an-hour crosswind, just to name a few. Come here for mule deer, but I will never pass a whitetail like this. Just a massive 11-point, beautiful, big-bodied deer. I mean, this is one of the biggest body deer I've ever killed, for sure. The 6.8 is more than capable for bigger game like elk and even moose. It's also a short action, so it cycles quickly and cuts the overall weight of the rifle in just a little bit. Ammo options are limited to just Browning and Winchester right now, but there are bullet weights ranging from 162 grains to 175 grains. If you reload your own ammo, there are more bullet weight varieties available. Hopefully more factory options will be available in the near future. Either way, the 6.8 Western is an outstanding do-it-all cartridge. If it boils down to only what you need, the 7 mag or the 6.8 Western is all you need to hunt anything in North America. However, there are other cartridges that would make more sense for smaller sized game. So for the next addition to our rifle arsenal, let's take a step or two down to a smaller caliber. For the tried and true list, I'm adding the 243 Winchester. The 243 was introduced in the 1950s and is still today one of the best calibers available for hunting deer-sized and smaller game. It has a low recoil, making it the perfect caliber to introduce young hunters to the outdoors. Bullet weights range from 55 grains up to 105 grains in factory loads, which are readily available and inexpensive. The 243 has been my primary coyote hunting rig for years because it shoots flat and makes quick work of predators. I can't say it enough, it's a phenomenal hunting caliber, but there's a modern cartridge with the same 243-inch bullet diameter that performs just a little bit better. That cartridge is the 6mm Creedmoor. The main ballistic advantage of the 6 Creedmoor over the 243 Winchester is less wind drift because of the longer, heavier, higher BC bullets. Depending on the bullet, beyond 300 or 400 yards is where the 6mm Creedmoor starts to separate itself from the 243 in drop and velocity. Right now, the biggest drawback of the 6 Creedmoor is availability of factory ammo. I think the future is bright for the 6 Creedmoor and more factory options will be available soon. I have a 6 Creedmoor target rig that is super accurate. It's a little heavy for a run and gun coyote hunting, but I'll probably add a 6 Creedmoor hunting rig to my arsenal one of these days. I really do like the 6 Creedmoor. With the third and final addition to each list, the only thing they have in common is they're both 30 calibers. For the tried and true list, I went with the 308 Winchester to fill the gap between the 7 mag and the 243. The 308 has been my primary deer hunting cartridge for years. I think it's the perfect deer hunting cartridge for where I hunt here in southeast Missouri. I've taken deer as close as 30 yards out to a couple hundred yards with the 308. My kids have taken deer with the 308 and they all ended the same way, with the deer laying not far from impact.
Well, this is one of the 2 bucks we had. 2 of the good bucks we had on camera this year. My grandpa got one of them. We've been hunting this one hard, and finally it showed up for about the first time, and I was able to get a shot and pretty much dropped it. Dang, he's a good one.
If you're taking a kid or someone else hunting, the 308 has overlap with the 7 mag and the 243. With the right bullet, it's a very capable cartridge for elk inside 300 yards, and it's a lightweight rifle to carry when you're hunting coyotes moving from setup to setup trying to call in predators. That versatility calls for a wide range of ammo options, and the 308 has that covered as well. So with the tried and true trio of rifle cartridges, the 7 mag, the 308, and 243, you have everything covered from coyotes to pronghorn, to deer, to bear, to elk, to moose, with overlap, so you can take another hunter with you who may not own a capable cartridge for the specific hunt. Moving on to the modern cartridge arsenal, I'm going big with this 30 caliber, and that is the 300 PRC. The 300 PRC hits like a sledgehammer with its 200 plus grain bullets. These super high BC bullets buck the wind and deliver a ton of energy at extreme long ranges. There's not a big game animal in North America, or the world probably for that matter, that the 300 PRC can't handle. As capable as it is, it's still our job as the shooter to put the bullet where it needs to be, and the 300 PRC is designed with tight tolerances to deliver maximum accuracy. Like the other modern cartridges, ammo options for the 300 PRC are limited right now, but I think more will be available in the near future. So I thought about this video for a while, and there are a number of combinations I considered. I don't think any of them are necessarily wrong, but with the tried and true list, I considered the 30-06 as the do-it-all cartridge. It can certainly do it all, and it has for decades. If I went that route, then I wouldn't pick the 308 because it's too similar to the 30-06, so I would replace it with the 270, another outstanding tried and true cartridge. That could, in all honesty, be the all-around hunting cartridge for this list. But I do like my original list better because a 7 mag has the ballistic advantage over the 30-06, and the 308 has more bullet options available than the 270, which makes it a more versatile cartridge. Plus, I prefer the short action of the 308 over the 270's long action. In the modern cartridge category, it seems like I would include the 6.5 Creedmoor because it's one of the most popular cartridges there is right now, but in my opinion, it just isn't a good fit for a 3 cartridge lineup. The 6.8 Western is a much more capable big game cartridge, and the 6 Creedmoor is a better choice for predators. For me, the 6.5 Creedmoor is sort of in no man's land for this list. If I were to add a 4th cartridge to the modern cartridge lineup, the 6.5 Creedmoor would probably be it, but it doesn't make the cut for this modern cartridge trio. A few years ago, I probably would have added the 28 Nosler to this lineup in place of the 300 PRC. But it seems like the 28 Nosler is fading fast with the introduction of the PRC cartridges. I like the 300 PRC as a sledgehammer modern cartridge. You might be screaming at the monitor saying, what about the 7 PRC? That's a good call for the do-it-all cartridge for sure. I don't own one, and I really don't see a need for one because the 6.8 Western can do everything the 7 PRC can do. They're almost ballistically identical, and the 6.8 Western is a short action, which all things being equal, it's what I'd prefer. So which rifle calibers and cartridges would I personally pick if I were to start my hunting rifle arsenal over today? The first rifle I'd buy as my do-it-all cartridge is the 6.8 Western because, as I've mentioned earlier, I've had success with it and I know it'll take on anything in North America. The next rifle I'm buying is the 243 Winchester. As much as I love the 6 Creedmoor, right now there just aren't enough rifle or ammo options. I think there will be in the future, but options are limited at the time of this video. To round out my 3 rifle cartridge arsenal, I'm going with one that isn't currently on either list, and that is the 300 Win Mag. Along with the 30-06, I did consider the 300 Win Mag instead of the 7 Rim Mag as the do-it-all cartridge for the tried and true list, but went with the lower recoil option in the 7 Mag that can still handle every species in North America. But as the 3rd addition to my personal arsenal, I think a caliber with heavier bullet options is a better choice if I do go on that grizzly hunt in the near future. I considered the 300 PRC for my 3rd edition, but the limited availability of ammunition was the deciding factor. What do you guys think? What would be your do-it-all hunting rifle cartridge, and what other 2 cartridges would you add to complete your hunting rifle trio? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to see the range of calibers and cartridges everyone prefers. I appreciate y'all sticking around, and we'll see you next time.